Duke Edward, under the King's order, worked with the British Embassy in the US to revoke Harry's diplomatic immunity. On April the 22nd, 2023, His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh visited the British Embassy in Washington, DC, and planted a tree to mark Earth Day. The Japanese cherry tree is planted just outside the embassy gates next to the statue of Winston Churchill and joins a collection of trees planted by 3 generations of the royal family. His Royal Highness was very gracious with his time and had a word for everyone. According to a source, the purpose of Prince Edward's visit to the embassy this time was not only an Earth Day mark but also to resolve Prince Harry's diplomatic immunity status following King Charles's order. The source revealed that Harry will have his diplomatic immunity removed while King Charles is implementing his plan to slim down the monarchy. The British Embassy in the US will work with the US State Department. This insider still hasn't responded to the information. Harry's immunity would protect him if Meghan Markle ever begins divorce proceedings. While it's not known how Harry stayed in the US without permanent US citizenship, it's believed that it's due to his royal status. He probably has an A1 visa, which is reserved for diplomats and government officials. Harry's diplomatic passport means if Meghan begins any divorce proceedings, the US State Department will suspend them. Meghan can only divorce Harry in London, where his diplomatic immunity doesn't apply. However, when Harry's stripped of that immunity, things will be easy for Meghan. The ambassador is responsible for the direction and work of the embassy and its consulates. Their tasks are to present UK policies to the American government and to Americans, to report and explain American policies in view to their own government in London, and to support UK interests. They're also responsible for press and cultural relations and for consular services. When King Charles's coronation's looming, owing to his recent upgrade to the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward would have been one of 6 senior male members of the royal family to kneel before the king, make a pledge, touch the crown and kiss him on the cheek. However, the Sunday Times previously revealed that only the Prince of Wales will carry out this role. Referring to the fact that the Duke of Sussex also won't take on the job, the source told the paper, Prince Harry has been written out of the script for the coronation with no official role in the service if he attends. Breaking with tradition, Charles will scrap royal dukes kneeling and paying homage to the monarch. Only William will perform that role. As things stand, there's no role for Harry in the service. In other news, His Royal Highness Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, officially opened Viva Theatre in Soham during a royal visit to East Cambridgeshire on Wednesday, April the 12th. After having to postpone the theatre's opening ceremony several times due to COVID-19, Viva was honoured and excited to welcome His Royal Highness. Established in 1997 by Soham resident Daniel Schumann, Viva began life as a small youth theatre run by a team of volunteers. Its first project was a performance of Bugsy Malone, which played to an audience of 400 at Beechhurst Hall, Soham Village College. The show was a big hit, and with more and more children joining, Viva was able to expand and take on bigger and more ambitious productions. Over the past 20 years, Viva has performed in various venues throughout East Cambridgeshire, including Ely Cathedral, the ADC Theatre and many local schools and halls. The Viva Theatre was originally a mill, and Viva purchased the building in 2018 and raised over £3 million of funding to appropriately renovate the derelict mill and bring it back to life for the community.